Welcome to Category Management Knowledge Group's course preview on PowerPoint and presentation skills. Many business professionals spend much of their time in PowerPoint, whether it's creating an entire presentation or editing or making changes for someone else. These same people have typically had little or no training in PowerPoint and don't capitalize on some of the great and easy functionality in PowerPoint. Also, the PowerPoint presentations need to have logic and flow so that it meets the needs of the specific audience that they are presenting to. In today's world, PowerPoint skills are synonymous with presentation success of any kind. Thanks to Bill Gates and his team of professionals who developed PowerPoint, today most of us have access to what's considered a basic and most staple tool to effective presentations. As a business professional, you need PowerPoint skills to be successful. A great idea or business opportunity that's poorly built and presented won't go over as effectively as one that maximizes some important tips PowerPoint and powerful presentation skills have to offer. Here are the learning objectives for the full course. We will only be partially covering some of these objectives in this course preview. Let's get started. Presentations have become the de facto business communication tool. Companies are started, products are launched, audiences are educated, possibly based on the quality of presentations. Likewise, ideas, endeavors, and even careers can be cut short due to ineffective communication. Out of the millions of presentations delivered each day, only a small percentage are delivered well. The reason for this is because of our lack of training in visual communication. Most of us were never taught how to move from verbal expression to visual expression. And herein lies the problem. PowerPoint can't be blamed for the shortcomings of presentations. As communicators, learning to create visual stories that connect with our audience is imperative. In a category management environment, we focus too much on the data and analytics, and not enough on the presentation. In this course, the intent is to teach you some basics about PowerPoint structure and setup, and also to help you change your approach to creating compelling and effective slides. Having a great presentation should help you to become more confident, engage your audiences, and get your audience to agree with your idea. First, let's confirm the purpose of effective PowerPoint presentations. The purpose may be to provide visuals to accompany a speech, to inform or get informed, and to tell a story. And finally, to create maximum impact in minimal time and persuade the audience to take action. Turning data and analytics into a compelling PowerPoint presentation that engages an audience and tells a story combines the science and art of category management. You need to be able to create effective presentations. It's also important to think about things from the audience's perspective. As an audience member, how many times have you attended a presentation only to wonder if it's too late to excuse yourself? Why you're there? What's the intent of the presentation, and what's in it for me? In a case like this, the presenter may have focused on dumping all of their information onto slides, possibly some brilliant analytical work, but forgot to give equal attention to developing the visual story and the delivery parts of the presentation. And there lies the opportunity and focus for this training session. We approached many of our clients and asked for their feedback on what they like and don't like about presentations that they see regularly. They like short, to the point, and easy to understand presentations. They should include new data and insights with a focus on the category, competition, and consumer. Now what they don't like: big PowerPoint decks with no action steps, questionable data, inconsistent timeframes, and lack of footnoting, and uncertainty on next steps or an action plan. From a planning perspective, if you're working on a large analysis project that will ultimately be turned into some type of PowerPoint presentation, once you've determined the messaging for your presentation, including consideration for who the audience is and what the story that you want to tell is, you need to create the visual story through a well-flowing, logical presentation. Once you've completed these two steps, you need to give time to prepare for the delivery of your fact-based presentation. By following these three steps, you will become proficient at taking data and insights and turning them into a compelling story that will engage and inform your audience and make it easier for them to say yes to your idea. We tend to spend a lot of our time here, but in this course, we're going to assume that you've already got the great analytics and messaging considered. We'll be focusing primarily on how to organize, develop, and present your presentation. Here are the three areas that we will cover in this course. Let's start by teaching you how to properly set up a presentation in PowerPoint. Design themes, templates, and slide masters are the foundation of PowerPoint. They allow users to create a base from which all of the PowerPoint slides are derived within a presentation. If you don't know how to use these two functions in PowerPoint, you don't know how to properly use PowerPoint. Starting a new PowerPoint presentation can begin with either a template or a blank presentation. Blank presentations start off with no formatting and a white background. Design themes have predetermined formatting and content layouts. Finally, templates have example slides with flow examples based on the template that you choose. There are literally hundreds of different PowerPoint design themes and templates that you can choose from, or you can create your own. It's also important to understand what a slide master is. The slide master is an element of the design template that stores information about the template, including font styles, placeholder sizes and positions, background design, and color schemes. The slide master's purpose is to let you make a global change, such as replacing the font style, and have that change reflected on all of the slides in your presentation. In the full course, we would give you access to a PowerPoint video demo to show you how to most effectively set up your PowerPoint templates. Before developing the content in a presentation, it's important to consider the delivery once the presentation is complete. Is it going to be delivered in hard copy or printed use? Or is it going to be delivered soft copy or in a slideshow presentation? It's important to think about this up front because this end result drives some of the layout, design, and function choices that are made within PowerPoint. Let's look at an example. Here's some data that I want to share in my presentation that I'm presenting live to my client. It illustrates what measures are available in a particular data source. I will focus on each measure in more detail as I talk through this slide. Based on this, I would add builds that highlight specific areas of this chart using animations in PowerPoint. Explanations on how to do this will be covered shortly. So now I can highlight the measure, ACV share of trade, talk about how to interpret, as in, for retailers, this can be a very important number because it's a summation of total store sales across a given set of categories. Then I can isolate particular numbers. For example, the food channel does 68.7% of the total ACV sales within this market. I can then continue across each column, highlighting first the measure, then the interpretation of a number. Finally, I need to add in one last note that encompasses all of the measures in this data source and highlight its importance. I can overlay this on top of the chart I've just walked through. This technique was effective in my live presentation. Now here's a picture of that slide, what it would look like if we printed it out and used this presentation in a hard copy delivery. It would obviously not look good in a presentation that I leave behind for future reference, for to be shared with others. In this particular example, it would make sense for me to make two versions of the presentation, one to present and one to hand out. I wouldn't want to provide a black background for each slide that I handed out because it would make more sense to have a white background. So now that we've considered the end use or objective of the presentation, let's go back to setting it up. We've now given you a preview of our certified course on building PowerPoint and presentation skills, which can help turn your PowerPoint presentations from drab to fab. This is one of our most highly rated courses that we offer to our students. There are many options for you to choose from if you're interested in purchasing this course. The online course is available for purchase through Our House, which is Category Management Knowledge Group's state-of-the-art online training center. If you'd prefer, we can also run a private webinar for up to 200 people for a cost of $3,000, or a live session at a national or team meeting. Or if you're from a larger organization where many people would want to access the course, we can also make the course available for your use within your own internal learning management system. Your choices are limitless. Return on investment of your data purchase is paramount. For the millions of dollars some organizations spend on data, you want to know that the data is being optimized and maximized. Purchasing data gives your organization facts and data, but you shouldn't allocate your whole budget to data. By adding in software and reporting tools, you're providing them with information. Usually this requires additional budget dollars to pay for the software and tools. For many organizations, the data and software comes with training, and unfortunately many believe that training is enough to develop skills to properly use data, but it's not. You need to provide applicational training that will help your organization move from data to insights, and teach them how to then turn those insights into action. Not only category management needs to have these skills, sales, marketing, space management, and other departments require these analytic skills to make more strategic and fact-based decisions in their roles. And to move to breakthrough insights, the right analysis at a much deeper level needs to be done. This is where the specialists do their work, where category management and shopper marketing can complete the in-depth analysis to find those breakthroughs. You need to set aside part of your data budget to pay for the corresponding applicational training to increase capability on your team and in your organization ongoing. This will help you increase data return on investment and, more importantly, move your organization to a more strategic and fact-based approach. At Category Management Knowledge Group, we can work with you to create solutions that will help you move your organization to a more strategic, fact-based place with increased return on investment for data purchased. So where do you go from here? If you're interested in purchasing the certified course, or working with us to help you determine multifunctional training opportunities for your organization that will ultimately lead to increased return on your data investment, please contact us. We don't believe in a one-size-fits-all approach and will consult with you to ensure that what we deliver meets your specific needs and business issues. We hope to hear from you soon. Have an excellent day.